It is an honor to be here this afternoon as the guest speaker of this year's International Reggae Conference. Reggae can be divided into two main genres: original reggae, often called roots reggae, and contemporary reggae, often called dancehall reggae. This paper focuses on the roots reggae artist Burning Spears' song Christopher Columbus. Spears, a Rastafarian counterpart of reggae artist Bob Marley, in his song Columbus, makes the claim that Columbus is a damn blasted liar. In an attempt to revision the history taught in school, that Columbus discovered Jamaica and to an extent Latin America. Spears contends that to the best of his knowledge, Columbus, the Caribbean rather, was not lost. In fact, Columbus was the one who had lost his way, bringing into question his very competence. Spears questioned the logic of Columbus' claims by asking, what about Arab Indians and the flu blacks who were here before him? Columbus' own words gave credence to Spears' assertions as he documented the presence of the Arawaks in Jamaica at the time of his arrival. Although unsubstantiated at the time, Spears claimed that the Africans proved prophetic, as historians now have evidence that may support such a claim. Samuel Wilson, in his book, writes, when the Europeans arrived, they found the Caribbean densely inhabited with remarkable difference between the people of the Greater and the Lesser Antilles. He further observed that the Europeans taught through their own observations, along with half-understood stories the Taínos told them about other islanders, determined that there were two kinds of people in the Caribbean. Such a claim is highly unlikely, as it is now obvious then that the Caribbean contained many ethnic groups, as archaeologists have determined that the Caribbean has been occupied for over 6,000 years. In the past 25 years, archaeologists have unearthed hieroglyphic evidence in South American caves that bears startling resemblance to individuals who could only be of African descent. The discovery of such hieroglyphics gives credence to Spears' claim as to the presence of the Africans in the Caribbean. Because if they reach South America, well, it's possible that they could have reached the Caribbean. With the possibility of the Africans being in the Caribbean before Columbus, James Joyce observes that Columbus is remembered for being the last to discover the Caribbean. Hence, Spears claims that Columbus is a damn blasted liar. Pops Hilton, in his text, The Role of Religion in Caribbean History, notes that the Aboriginal people of the Caribbean, like most Africans, are the philosophy of the world that correspond with their very way of life. Hilton further stated that most of the Africans who came to the Caribbean and the New World had a similar outlook on life that to the Amerindians and to the Amerindians' religious expression called shamanism. The similarities are so striking between the Amerindians and the Africans that it is difficult to distinguish between the two elements in the Black Caribs' religious expression. Thus, when Spears claimed that a whole heap of mix-up and a whole heap of beno, he was referring to more than just the social, economic, and political conditions in Jamaica, which he called jammed up, but rather to the distortion of our history by Europeans who sought to justify their actions by claims of racial and religious superiority to the Arawaks, whose society they decimated within 60 years while trying to break the backs of the Africans for another 300 years. He's talking about history taught in school, where students know more about Columbus than the national heroes who fought to end slavery. He's talking about the historical deeds of the Europeans, which instantaneously establishes a marriage between a religion and exploitative conquests. Spears, in his song subverts Columbus' claims of religious superiority and religious monopoly by tracing the lineage of Jamaicans back to the Genesis by calling them the 12th tribe of Israel, rather than the savages Columbus portrayed. Much like the 12 tribes were once enslaved and led out of Egypt by Moses, so too is Spears hoping to lead the people out of slavery. In this case, mental slavery, as Bob Marley puts it, with the mind being the greatest enemy. Like a messenger, Spears hoped to liberate the people by having the strength of the Nazarene, who gained freedom by breaking down the Babylonian system of oppression. Much like Moses, Spears called the people to order in order to free them from the oppression of the Jamaican socio-political system. 300 years of slavery has been a long time to be enslaved. As such, a wish to go home to Africa seems logical. This is a continuation of Garvey's Back to Africa movement, where we called for Africa for Africans, as such instituting a movement out of Jamaica. Home can also be seen as the place in the mind where we free ourselves from mental slavery and gain the freedom to embrace our true history triumphantly. History can recall the days of slavery, yet it is up to us to decide which history we believe. Spears subvert the tenets of Columbus' claim by proving that historically Columbus didn't have a better religious philosophy than the Arawaks or the Africans. As such, we can say Spears was a man before his time who fought for the rights of the Africans and the Jamaicans all in one. And it was not just for the Jamaicans. It was all for the people who were downtrodden. It was all for the people who were oppressed. As such, there's a marriage between religion and oppression, as spoken before. Spears was a man before his time. Thank you for listening. Have a good evening, everyone. Thank you. And with that, we have come to the end of our.
He's the first one who discovered Jamaica. I say that. What about the Arawak Indians and the few black men who were down there before him? The Indians could not go no longer. Then here comes black man and woman and children.